Luke 6:17, 20-26. Happy are you who are poor, who are hungry, who weep. Jesus came down with the 12 and stopped at a piece of level ground where there was a large gathering of his disciples, with a great crowd of people from all parts of Judea and from Jerusalem and from the coastal region of Tyre and Sidon. Then, fixing his eyes on his disciples, he said, "How happy are you who are poor? Yours is the kingdom of God. Happy you who are hungry now. You shall be satisfied. Happy you who weep now, you shall laugh. Happy are you when people hate you, drive you out, abuse you, denounce your name as criminal on account of the Son of Man. Rejoice when that day comes and dance for joy, for then your reward will be great in heaven." This was the way their ancestors treated the prophets. But alas for you who are rich, you are having your consolation now. Alas for you who have your fill now, you shall go hungry. Alas for you who laugh now, you shall mourn and weep. Alas for you when the world speaks well of you. This was the way their ancestors treated the false prophets. Join me as I dive deep into the meaning of Luke 6:17-20-26 and try to uncover what it really says. Luke 6:17-26 is a passage that holds a wealth of significance in understanding the teachings of Jesus about blessings and challenges. This passage is often overlooked, but it provides a unique insight into Jesus' perspective on who is truly blessed and who faces woes. Many of us have heard of the Beatitudes, but do we really understand what they mean? Often, we think of the Beatitudes as a list of nice qualities that we should strive for, but that's not entirely accurate. In reality, the Beatitudes are a radical call to re-examine our assumptions about what it means to be blessed. Jesus wasn't talking about feeling happy or content. He was talking about a deep-seated joy that comes from being aligned with God's will. One common misconception about the Beatitudes is that they're meant to be a list of promises. If we're poor in spirit, we'll be blessed. If we mourn, we'll be comforted. But that's not what Jesus was saying. He was painting a picture of an upside-down kingdom where the last are first and the first are last. This passage isn't about individual blessings or woes. It's about the collective experience of God's people. Another misconception is that the Beatitudes are meant to be a guide for individual behavior. We think that if we can just be poor in spirit, or meek, or pure in heart, then we'll be blessed. But that's not what Jesus was saying. He was talking about a community that embodies these qualities, not individuals who try to live them out on their own. The cultural and historical context of Luke 6:17-26 is also crucial in understanding its meaning. In Jesus' time, the Romans ruled with an iron fist, and the Jews were living under occupation. The passage is set in a time of great turmoil and upheaval, and Jesus' message was one of hope and liberation. He wasn't just talking about individual blessings or woes. He was talking about the collective experience of God's people in the face of oppression. The passage is also deeply rooted in the Hebrew tradition, drawing on themes from the Psalms and the prophets. Jesus wasn't creating a new message. He was tapping into the deep wellspring of Israel's history and faith. By understanding the cultural and historical context, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the nuances of Jesus' teaching. Jesus' message in Luke 6:17-26 is radical because it challenges our assumptions about who is truly blessed. He says that those who are poor, hungry, and weeping are blessed, while those who are rich, full, and laughing are facing woes. This isn't a message about individual circumstances. It's a message about the kingdom of God. Jesus is saying that those who are on the margins, Those who are oppressed and excluded are the ones who are truly blessed. In this passage, Jesus isn't offering a formula for happiness or success. He's offering a vision of a world turned upside down. He's saying that the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. He's saying that those who are poor in spirit, who mourn, who are meek, and who are persecuted are the ones who are truly blessed. As we reflect on Luke 6:17-26, we're forced to re-examine our assumptions about happiness and hardship. We're forced to ask ourselves, what does it really mean to be blessed? Is it about feeling happy and content? Or is it about being aligned with God's will? Is it about individual success or collective liberation? So, what did we learn from Luke 6:17-26? We learned that Jesus' message is radical, challenging our assumptions about who is truly blessed and who faces woes. We learned that the passage is deeply rooted in the cultural and historical context of Jesus' time, and that it's about the collective experience of God's people. Thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts on Luke 6:17-26, please share them in the comments below. And if you want to explore more insights into biblical teachings, be sure to check out my other videos.